Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome back. My name is Jax, and welcome to this long form content. So, I think social media has really distinguished itself into two very distinct categories, and that is long form content and short form content. Short form content is your average Vine or TikTok that might be 15 seconds at the most. I know TikTok is now introducing much longer form where you can have like a 15-minute video, but what made it famous and what made it successful was the idea of this short content. YouTube, on the other hand, has for a long time been the focus of long form content, longer videos, people discussing ideas in depth. And only recently have we seen the rise of YouTube Shorts, which are essentially copied TikTok videos moved over to YouTube to allow somebody just to doom scroll. If you don't know the word, doom scrolling is when you are just anxiously going through the different shorts or the different reels from Instagram or stories, and you're really not taking in anything. You're just letting the dopamine circus run around in your brain. It'll be a concept we talk about a little bit here. But essentially, I wanted to differentiate and talk about the differences between long form and short form content. As a social media person, like someone who creates content, I got into it all through the short form stuff, but my real passion and the thing that I really started with was the long form stuff. I started on YouTube. I started with these longer form videos that talked about in-depth things. I did some video game stuff when I was really young, and I would post it on here, and it was all long form where I would just discuss things while playing a video game. And today I have to say by far the most enjoyable content that I do is right here on YouTube with these longer form videos. I enjoy the TikToks and things like that, but short form content doesn't really leave enough room for nuance or intricate ideas. You can't really get in depth in a 15-second video, and I find that I'll make a 15-second video and I know that I'm missing some context. I know that I'm missing some crucial ideas or structure behind what I've said, or I haven't clarified exactly what I've said. And then like clockwork, I'll get comments on the video basically saying, you forgot about this, like you're not talking about this, you insensitive asshole, like I hate you so much. And I'm like, oh boy, like I knew this was coming and I wish that I had enough time to include it, but in a 15-second video, I don't have the time to do that. So I can kind of see the writing on the wall and go, yeah, I'm gonna get blasted because I didn't include this, but I can't include it. Whereas in YouTube, I can be a lot more holistic. I can have ideas discussed in a long form manner that is far more productive and useful. And that is exactly what it should be. So I think I'm definitely migrating more to the long form content. And like we've seen in Instagram and TikTok, those social media sites are also moving to a long form content kind of idea. We've also seen the rise of long form podcasts like Call Her Daddy. And those are great because you get to explore the concepts of the celebrity or the guest on the podcast, and you really get to dissect what they think. And if you have a good host who can ask interesting questions and really get to the meat and bones of a topic, it can be so useful. And I know that it was really used in the presidential election, like last month ago, whatever it was. So you kind of understand things a lot better than even the short form TV presidential debates or those news channels where they have like 6 different heads on and they're all talking about stuff going on in Israel or whatever. So you tend to have like a lot of time to discuss these concepts and these ideas. And I think that is where the future is. The future lies in long form content. We talk about how kids today have like a 7-second attention span. Vine, the social media site, the former social media site, famously had a 7-second time limit on their videos. But we're seeing more and more people migrating to the 3-hour-long podcast idea, this concept that, no, I can sit and listen, or while I'm driving, or while I'm doing monotonous work at home, or I'm cutting the grass, I can listen to these podcasts with these really deep theoretical ideas. It takes a lot of mental taxation to understand some of the concepts in these videos, but we're definitely seeing this migration to long form content, which I think is great because, like I said, there is a lot to discuss. There is a lot of stuff to hash out and to understand in these videos. And I think I want to continue that long form stuff. I'm sort of migrating away from the short form stuff. It's fun, it's interesting. You can get some inspiration for your style or things like that. But in general, I think it's much better to hold your attention for these longer bouts, these longer periods of time. And I think going forward, that is the future. So that's my 2 cents on the long form versus short form content. I'm not gonna let this video be very long. I think 6 minutes is perfect. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you're having a beautiful day, month, year, week, whatever you're having. I hope it's amazing. And as always, I'll talk to you tomorrow.